Okay, folks, section 8.6, the area of a circle. Now remember, we've talked about the circumference, and the circumference is a distance around the circle. Today we're going to find out how much space is inside of a circle. Okay, that's the area. And it has a different formula. Now, just for a moment, raise your hand if you can tell me, what was the formula for circumference? What was the formula for the distance around a circle? Evan? C equals diameter, or pi times diameter. We did it in that order, right? Okay, now that's the formula for the distance around the circle. Today we're going to add a formula to it. This formula tells us how much space is in a circle. So we know two formulas for circle. We know the circumference, that's pi d, and then today we're going to learn the area. And the area is equal to pi times r squared. Now let me ask you something. What do we do with units whenever we're talking about area? What do we do with units whenever we're talking about area? Aiden? We always have square units, okay? Now that piece of information can help us remember this formula. Remember, area is always squared, just like the radius in the formula. Right? We know that area is squared, so whenever I'm doing area, it's pi times radius squared. The radius squared. It's not. This is a great question. It's a great question. Isn't radius squared the same as the diameter? You know it's not. Can you tell me why it's not? Aiden?
The diameter is the radius times 2.
The diameter is radius times 2, not squared. And those things are different, aren't they? Because 4 times 2, or let's do 3. 3 times 2 is 6. But 3 squared is 9. They give us two different numbers, don't they? Okay? Remember, when we square something, we're multiplying it by itself. Okay. So let's look at this first one here. Example number 1 says, find the area of the circle below. Okay, let's find the area. What's the formula? Now, you have it written in your notes, and I don't have it on the screen anymore. What's the formula for the area of a circle? Emma?
Area equals
Pi times radius squared. Now think about this. We've learned a lot of formulas. What's the formula for the area of a parallelogram? What's the formula for the area of a parallelogram? David?
Area equals base times height.
Area equals base times height. What's the formula for the area of a trapezoid? Hannah?
Area equals a half times base 1 plus base 2 times height.
Perfect. Nice. What's the formula for the circumference of a circle? For the circumference of a circle? Isabel?
Circumference equals pi times height.
Pi times diameter. Good. And now, the fourth one that we've got here, Allie, again, just read it off for me. What's the formula for the area of a circle?
Area equals pi times radius squared.
Okay. Now, let's fill in the values that we know. Okay? Rowan, do I know the value for A? No, that's what I'm looking for in this one. Do I know the value that I'm going to use for pi? What is it? 3.14. Okay? Rowan, do I know the value for the radius?
Yes.
I do. What is it?
1.5.
Now, I'm not going to put the units in there, Rowan, because that'll just get in my way. But I know the units for my answer is going to be what? It's going to be feet squared, right? Because it's an area. So it's always going to be square units. Okay? Now, let me ask you this, and this is why we do PEMDAS. This is why we do the order of operations. Bailey, what's the first thing that I'm going to do when I want to simplify this? I do. I multiply 1.5 times 1.5. That means I'm squaring 1.5. I'm always going to deal with the exponents first, aren't I? And what is 1.5 times 1.5? Raise your hand. Good. Elise?
2.25.
Elise says that we've got 1.5 squared is 2.25, and that's correct. Okay? So we did this part. Now we're going to multiply 3.14 times 2.25. What do I get quickly, Moreau? 7.065 feet squared.